What is going on, everyone? And I almost messed up this entire stream because I did start with all my miners on. I was like, uh-oh, what's going on here? Why does something seem a little bit laggy? And that's what it was. So what's going on? How's a little chuckle there? My favorite Canadian city, New York. That is absolutely hilarious. Awesome. So how's everyone doing today? Let's just do a quick roll call here. Fundamental, Fundwiser, Red Putts, Ogre MGTOW, Automatic Beats, what's going on? Red Llama Crypto, you're at work, you'll be in and out, no problem. Thank you for showing up. MATOMINER, Just a Miner, Cafe ASP, Just a Miner is that you that's moving? That's horrible. Someone's moving, that's bad. Just make sure you leave your rigs on as long as possible. Shut them off at the last second. Francois Aubin, Bernandez Zikis, what's going on? Crypto Noob UK, Red Llama, Crypto again. Oh my gosh, it just jumped and now I totally lost where I was. That guy, Legal, I'm starting from the bottom now. Quincy Jackson, Mike Baldwin, Ninja Kid, Gregory. What's going on, everyone? So I don't see Stingy today, and that's kind of sad. And maybe he'll pop up here. Stingy, are you out there somewhere? I do have a special present for you to show you, but hopefully you show up. We'll find out later on in the stream if he jumps in out of nowhere. So how's everyone doing today? Let's roll that intro right quick. All right, and oh my gosh, okay, Stingy is here. Awesome. So I gotta set up my camera now because I didn't know if you'd be here or not. So give me a quick second. We'll talk about whatever. I wanted to go on live earlier. You know, I like to go at 11 o'clock my time, majority of the time. And I plan on streaming, you know, every day, if not every day now, every second day or something. But yeah, I wanted to go on earlier, but I ran into, I had to do some stuff and I was helping out, you know, some of you members out there with their rigs and whatnot. So I have no problem helping people out whenever they need it. So yeah, that's what I was doing. So I'm a little late, but that's okay. We're here now. So we're going to add in here. I got to add a display capture, video capture device. Yes. Okay. Good. Oh, no. Cancel. I got to get rid of it because I didn't even turn it on. So that's a big issue. I don't like how I have to do this every single time. It should save it. But I have to re-enable my camera every time I want to use it. So that's horrible. So let me just get into my menu here. Stop horsing around, you camera. Okay. USB streaming. Yes. All right. Plug it in. Sorry, guys. Trying to get this for Stingy. This is all for Stingy. And again, thank you for the 20 knock. No, it's not Canadian bacon. I have to go to the store for that. But, you know, I did find something that was probably the most Canadian thing. And it's probably on your list. I bet you this is on your list. So, you know, you're in for a surprise. This is definitely a Canadian treat. Okay. Video capture. Yes, it's enabled. All right. Okay, so here's my capture device. Let me get it a little bit bigger for you. Here we are. We are live. First up, although I do want to show you, I got a Rabid Mining hat in here, obviously. There it is. Rabid Mining hat. I'm currently wearing my toque beanie. Let me just show that to you guys as well. This is all available on my merch store. Here's my toque. Check that out. And every time I do go to a drop at Best Buy or something, I am decked out and all this, so it's pretty easy to find me, as people have in the past. And then I got my little face mask here. Check this out. Look at that. Rabid Mining. This is my face mask. So, you know, that's pretty sweet. I love this. I wear this thing anywhere I go, anywhere. My daughter has one as well. She wears one. She has a pink Rabid Mining shirt in the kids section of my merch store. So I got all sorts of cool stuff here. Like I said, toque, mask, hat, whole bunch of cups, but they're currently in the dishwasher. So sorry for that. Let me get these down. But this is what I wanted to show you, Stingy. Look at this. You can't get more Canadian than some maple syrup, huh? Look at that. We got some Canadian maple syrup to show you. Are you excited or what? Pop cork top here. You just pop it open. This is a nice brand new bottle we had sitting in there. They were on sale, so I got a couple of them. Here you go. Look at that. Maple syrup, straight out of Canada. This comes right out of Quebec, straight out of the trees. Straight out of the maple trees. So Stingy, you know, that's for you. Hopefully that, you know, helps you out. There we go. Get a nice view on it. And there's my cup. My daughter got that for me 2 Christmases ago from her school thing. She said, this is for daddy and his coffee. Currently, it's full of water for my streams because I get very dry when live streaming. But that's the cup I use in my water. Like I said, I got the Rabid Mining cups. We got the face mask, all sorts of stuff. So hopefully There you go, Stingy. That's for you. Let's just, boom, put that off for a second. And we had a little surprise treat there for you, Stingy. Thank you. Okay, thank you for the 50 doc. Thank you again. Wow. That was NR38 on my list. Thank you. Hey, no problem. I was thinking about you before the stream. I was like, oh, I got to have something Canadian. You can't really get more Canadian than, you know, the good old maple syrup. You ain't fooling us. It's whiskey. Yeah, KU, it's whiskey, 100%. Nice, nice. So if I see a guy with a rabbit mask, it could be you. Very, very true. Usually I go to the Best Buy drops in Edmonton. I've talked to a few people. It's pretty insane. Last time I went there, it was funny because I was walking in with my chair. I had all my Rabid Mining stuff. Some guy was literally yelling outside of his window. He's like, Rabid, is that you? I was like, yes. He's like, I love you, man. I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is insane. This is insane. But anyway, I talked to a few fans out there in Edmonton. I have not yet made it to a Calgary Best Buy drop. So, you know, I don't know if too many people. There are a few people that watch the channel from Calgary, but I haven't made it to one of those yet. Maybe I'll go there next time. We'll see what happens. But Edmonton's slightly closer. I know a lot of the people there. I've been going to the Best Buy drops there a lot of the time. So, you know, it's a nice, friendly atmosphere. But we'll see what happens. Syrup shots. Good show on Netflix called Dirty Money. If you haven't seen it, there is an episode called The Maple Syrup Heist. Have you seen it? Oh, yes, I did see that. That's right. Maple syrup, it's a massive business. Yeah, I did see that episode about the maple syrup where they stole, like, what was it? Literally the whole cargo out of the main warehouse and slowly filled the old ones with water. And oh yeah, it was pretty crazy. Yeah, I seen it. It was worth quite a bit. Are you full YouTube or do you have a job? Right now, I am currently full-time YouTube. Yeah, so this is my job. And any money that I get from crypto mining and anything, that's where I build my rigs and everything. I have no storage of crypto really well. I have the RTM. I'm hoping for that to have a nice pump in the future. But when it comes to GPU mining, Ethereum and stuff, all of that pretty much goes straight into the channel. That's what I purchase everything with. So that's how I fund my channel, is through my crypto. So, you know, it has a use case. I am using it for the purpose that it's used for, not just for sitting there in a wallet for years on years and then you grow old and never see it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, full-time YouTube, everything's pretty slow out here. I used to actually work on drilling rigs for like 20 years. I was a derrick hand up in the stick, almost getting set up for drilling. And then, you know, the whole economy crashed. And then I went to service rigs for a little while and all these other things. But now everything's really slow again. As much as they want to say how good everything is looking, it's really not. So, yeah, there we go. That's my story. Maple syrup and ketchup chips. Oh, there's ketchup chips upstairs, actually. We got ketchup chips upstairs. So that's funny that you mentioned maple syrup and ketchup chips. I've never tried them together, though. What are we talking about? Now we're talking about food. We're supposed to be talking about crypto stuff. Did you see the story on London beer flood? I'm not sure if I've seen that one or not. I gotta have to check it out, go through them again. I thought I watched them all, but moving back, I did put a poll up here, and I want to see what you guys are kind of clicking on here. So we have 88 votes and 81 viewers, and we only have 35 likes. Come on, guys, hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, obviously. Hit that thumbs up. We're also split streaming here, like split chain streaming, so I'm on a couple platforms at the same time, so be sure to check the other ones as well. Obviously, I don't have a link for them because I don't even know if I'm really allowed or not, so we'll see what happens. But I have a poll up here, and it says, how bad will GPU mining be after Ethereum? Now, it does look like 41% of you guys are unsure. Now, if you guys have been watching the channel, majority of you guys are here all the time, so I'm very I'm very curious about these numbers I'm seeing in the poll. 6% is selling all their GPUs after that. 51% says bad, and 38% I can just swap coins, no biggie. So there may be some more backstory to that. I don't know if some of you are talking about when you're swapping coins, no biggie. If it's just off the initial and long term, it's no big deal. Or if you really think you can just swap a coin and it's not going to be an issue, you know, maybe you should think twice and do a little more research before saying that. We've been talking about the end of Ethereum mining and what it means for GPU mining, and I'm still working on that. I don't have all the details on that video yet, but ultimately, quick sum up is, you know, GPU mining and my personal research and everything, looking at the numbers, is not going to be profitable for a long time afterwards. Now, what do you mean by that? It all comes down to difficulties and hash rates. And, the amount of hash rate that is sitting on Ethereum in terms of GPUs, it is a lot. And like we looked at some numbers previously, say straight Ravencoin, we have over 55 times the hash rate coming in. Ergo, we could see upwards of 70 to 80 times the hash rate coming in. And then Conflux, everything else out there, we see that same 40 to 50% times. There's enough hash rate to easily put the top 10 coins on what to mine at 5 times the hash rate and difficulty across the board. And literally even more than that. 5 times is, a nice conservative number. It's probably could be 8 to 10 times across the board. But just a 5 times increase on any of those top 10 coins, because pretty much anything under the top 10 coins currently is not very profitable, if profitable at all. But the top 10 will be in the red as well. So if you evenly distributed everything at the time of the merge, we're still going to be extremely unprofitable on any GPU mineable coin out there. And it's going to last that while for, a good couple months at least, until at least probably about 50% of the miners out there sell all their GPUs. That's how bad things could be looking after Ethereum mining. So just trying to think you can swap to another coin, you should really look into some other numbers. Now, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but the truth is a lot of people are saying, you know what, you can just swap coins. You can just do this. GPU mining will never die. But, if you really think about it, residential GPU mining has a very high risk of literally dying, where the mining farms who own their own power plants, the mining farms who, pay 1 or 2 cents per kilowatt hour, they don't really have to worry. Those are the GPUs that are going to, remain on the network. If you're running solar, awesome. There are a few of you residential miners yesterday were saying you only pay 1 cent power. So you guys should be okay. But you also got to maybe swap out a lot of those 3080s, 3090s, potentially 3060 Ti's that may have to roll with 6600 XTs, turn them into A2000s. I know a lot of you think, A2000s, resale value, you don't really want them. But if you really want to crypto mine, those are the GPUs you might have to start looking into and the ones you're purchasing. I'm going to test one of those actually on my gaming channel coming up here soon, because I did see someone was gaming on an A2000 and it was, running just fine on 1080, sometimes 1440 if you turn the graphics down a little bit. They can game on A2000 GPUs as well on the majority of the games out there. So I thought that was interesting. I might actually try that GPU out in my workstation, see how it actually, pulls through some of the games I play myself. What's the best way to get a message to you? Which social media do you use the most? I use, obviously my Discord link is in the description. You can send me a DM there. I use Twitter, and that's pretty much all I really use. I use Twitter. I do got Instagram. I'm hardly ever on there, but I got that as well. So you can try, but it might take a long time. But that's pretty much it. My website has contact@rabidmining.com. I only use that for strictly business purposes, like trying to get through to Intel or something like that, who require dedicated email addresses where Hotmail or Gmail addresses won't work. So that's mostly the only use case for that. But you can also contact me in my normal RabidMining@hotmail.com as well. So those are the best ways to get me. Email, Discord would probably be the best. And then ultimately, you got Twitter and stuff out there as well. I just joined now. What did I miss? Hey, not much there, Lucas. We were just talking about the death of GPU mining. Well, it's coming. But at the same time, you guys, the Ethereum devs have an ultimately slow, horrible track record. They can tell us they're ready to go as much as they possibly want. But there could be a couple days before they're actually set to go, a month before they're set to go, they'll be like, oh, we're having issues. We're having technical problems. We're going to have to extend it again, guys. We're going to have to do this. So that could very well happen. But right now, they're still telling us they're 100% on track to drop around June or July, depending how the testnet and everything goes. So just keep in mind, prepare what's ready and what's coming for the future, because you don't want to get sideswiped, all of a sudden be like, whoa, I'm burning up this power and I'm not making enough crypto to even pay for my power. And that's what's going to happen if you pretty much have 10 cents kilowatt hour or higher. That's how bad it's going to get. It's true. Rondi, much love to you, Mr. Rabid. I'm driving and listening. Can't tag on mobile. Oh, Rondi, thank you very much for the 20 US. And no problem. You drive safe. Don't be texting and all this other stuff. You watch the road. Speaking of roads and stuff, I saw someone laid out a comment earlier about they're having a snow day, but they have like 3 inches of ice. So that sounds more like an ice day, not a snow day. Crazy, crazy. How about Olympics? You guys watching the Olympics? I know we're just random all over the place here, but I'm curious of your guys' feedback because the end of Ethereum mining is going to hit a lot of people a lot worse than what they think. Because like I said, you know, the majority of just new miners that rolled in here throughout the last 2 years here in this recent bull run and stuff, they literally think it's just as easy as turning on to another coin. And it's not going to be that easy. Yes, you can do that very simply, start mining another coin. But the fact is, none of these coins, if you're mining in fiat value, we see miners drop off the network all the time because the price goes down a little. Just because of a price dips, they stop mining because they can't afford it. Well, this is going to be worse than any crypto winter in the past or anything moving forward. If we were at the peak of the last bull run where Ethereum was at 5,000, actually almost 6,000 Canadian, and I don't know what that is in USD, guys. Whatever the bull run was in USD, whatever the all-time high is. Same with Bitcoin was at 80,000 Canadian. But just take those numbers. If we were at the absolute all-time high that we just had, yes, in the future, we could go even bigger. But the one we just had where, you know, mining was extremely profitable, you know, ROIs were awesome. Even if Ethereum mining ended at the peak of the bull run, it would still be unprofitable to mine any other coin. That's just a fact. So, you know, that's how bad things are looking. And when I'm going to be working on this video, and we're going to be focusing more other than fiat value is mostly on the coins mined, because when the coins mined is going to give you a real idea as if, you know, how well it'll be. So I just want to jump into what to mine again right quick. And we're going to take, we're going to take a big bad rig here. We're going to take a 3080 rig times 12. Where are we at? 3080 times 12. 3080 times 12. Actually, I can even get better numbers here because we worked it out on my Excel spreadsheet of, actually, I don't even have to go to that. At 20% ASICs, which is a lot of people are thinking there's only 20% on the network is ASICs due to shortages and all this stuff. But even at 50% of ASICs, just for a round B, and I plan on doing 20%, 40%, and 50%, but all of them, it's going to be unprofitable. And at 20% ASICs, that's about 800 terahash currently of GPUs on the network. That is about 8 million RTX 3060s worth of hash rate. Now we can look at what to mine right here, and we can see, look at all these numbers, guys. Hold up, bam. Look at all the numbers. Look at the hash rate that's set to come in. Obviously, Ethereum's not going to be part of this, but let's just take Kapow, for example. That's 316 terahash worth of hash rate. Currently on Ravencoin right now, this very second, we're only sitting at 4.9. So say 5 terahash. So take 316, divide that by 5. So we got 316. I'm dividing that by 5. That is 63 times the hash rate that is set to bombard Ravencoin. Now remember, all the hash rate's not going to go to a single coin, but at first it is. People are going to come to what to mine. They're going to see this coin's at the top. Bam, they're going to smash onto that. It's going to dramatically drop the profits. They're going to move to the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. It's going to be bouncing around all over the place like crazy. That's what's going to happen at first. Eventually, people will start selling rigs. Hash rate will start selling across. But like the hash rate that's coming in is literally the top 10, 15 coins could have a minimum of a 5 times increase. So now we're just going to take a look. We're going to get rid of the 8 million GPUs that are set to come in at a 20% ASIC rate. And we're going to put in, say, a 12 by 3080 rig. So we're looking at the profitability of a 12 by 3080 rig. Bam. Let's just take Ravencoin. We take Flux. I'm going to find something. So let's try Flux, I guess, for an example. We're going to take Flux. Here's the current difficulty of Flux. So we're just going to times it by 5 times. And I just butchered that because I started deleting it before I got the number. So let's go back into there. We're going to enable that. So we got 313. 313 and 78 souls. I'm going to times that by 5 right now. Now we're at 156, 890. 156, 890. So here's a 5 times difficulty increase on Flux. Right now, remember, yes, profits are down right now, but we're going to be looking at our estimated rewards. Currently, we're getting 16.6 coins per day mining this on however many 3080s I just picked. I forget. Was it 12 or was it 8? I don't know. Anyway, it's $18 per day. We're going to calculate this now. with a 5 times increase, we're getting 3.3 coins per day. We're at negative $2.10 at the current profits. Again, fiat value prices are down, but let's just take this into account. 3.3 coins from 16. So Flux is going to have to hit $1 to make $3.32 a day on all these 3080s. Flux will have to be at least $1 for that. So that's pretty crazy. To be profitable above that, what are we going to have to hit here? Say, I don't even know. Look at our revenue, $5. That costs $7.20. Profits, $2.10. How much actually, okay, now I'm going to go back into what to buy. Sorry here. That was a 5 times increase. I just want to see what the hash rate actually potentially coming in could be. Because a lot of people think Flux could be the next go-to. So can it account for all this GPUs? Let's find out. So Zelhash, we have whatever all this hash rate is. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go into my little hash rate calculator here. So we're going to take the hashes. Yes, this is in souls, but it works out to be hashes. So that is 632 mega hash. So we could say 632 mega souls. And currently on Flux, there's 2.41 mega hash on that. So how much hash rate is actually set to come into, say, Flux? Let's just take a look at that again. So we have 632. So 632 divided by 2 point, what's currently on it? 2.41. We have 262 times the hash rate on Ethereum and GPUs right now than what's currently sitting on Flux. And I just showed you a 5 times, and there's upwards of 200 and some times coming in, and we're in the negatives at only a 5 times here, guys. So yeah, GPU coins not looking good in the future. That's why I say we're going to need, well, not us, not you, everybody. Like the majority of residential miners, they're not going to be mining on GPUs anymore. Even if you have the most efficient GPUs, you're still going to need 1 or 2 cents power, and maybe you'll get by. Like it's going to get pretty bad moving forward, guys. I just want to keep pointing that out because every once in a while I'll do these polls, and like I said, just swapping coins is not going to cut it. If you're looking at fiat value and you're thinking anytime a profit drops, people quit mining, well, this is going to be the biggest profit drop in pretty much the history of crypto mining. So, it's coming and it's going to get very bad. Solar BTC with GPUs. You'd actually have more hash rate if you tried mining Bitcoin on your CPU now, I believe. With SHA-3, I think CPUs actually do better than a GPU on it. But I may be wrong because they did do hard forks. Now, the whole history of Bitcoin mining and everything, it started off as CPU mining. We know this. Bitcoin originally started as a CPU mineable coin. They figured out that GPUs on the algorithm it was on, was more efficient and hash better. So it moved to GPUs. And then obviously it forked over and now it's on SHA-3 and ASIC is just overriding it like crazy. The hash rate on Bitcoin, absolutely insane. I was actually looking at I was going to release a video last night about Hut 8. Hut 8 has like 5,800 Bitcoin stacked away in their HODL account. That's absolutely insane. They mine something like 9 point some Bitcoin every single day. And some of their largest mining farms are like 3 or 4 hours away from me. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been in contact with them. And sometime allegedly they okayed it for me to check out one of their mining farms. So I'm really pumped for that. And I'm just waiting for the chance to actually go out and do that. ETH is almost at 3K today. Yes, that's great. ETH is coming up again. But you know what? We still, right now, it's really iffy time in the market because we're looking at history and, it'll go up, it'll go down. But I really think, I don't know if we've actually hit that bottom yet. I really hope we have because, it'd be nice to see some nice ETH profits before, the end of Ethereum is upon us in terms of mining. There's a lot of different views on that as well, because remember, the majority of Ethereum's spotlight will disappear once mining is gone as well. So if you're unfamiliar what I mean by that, when GPU miners, they're buying all these GPUs out. Then you got gamers, you got Tom's Hardware, you got NVIDIA allegedly promoting Ethereum in a, I guess, non-purpose way by indirectly, I guess, all these indirectly promoting Ethereum because of all of this coming in. We got Tom's Hardware. Gamers are mad because miners are buying it for Ethereum. LHR, everything's geared towards Ethereum. But once you can no longer mine Ethereum anymore, 80% of that spotlight is going to be gone. So that means Ethereum is not really going to be talked about half as much as it currently is through mining and gamers and all these other blogs and everything out there. Sure, it's still going to be talked about on Reddit. It's still going to be talked about in terms of other blockchain type of websites and stuff, but the gaming industry is massive. And, you know, just having Ethereum show up on their mainstream is huge for eyeballs coming in all across the board. All that will be gone moving in after you can no longer mine it. So who knows what the next coin will be? Will miners help pump something else up? It's very possible. Could Flux be with the Web3 and the proof of useful work and all this other stuff? It's a good possibility Flux could take it. But again, we need a massive, like 100 times price increase across one of these other coins to be able to take in, you know, some of this hash rate, because right now it just can't. Compass mining. I've heard of that, but I have not really done it myself yet. All right, I got to head out. See you guys soon. All right, talk to you later, Red Lamo. Have a great day and all that stuff that you got to do. It will be the top 10. Bye, Red. Rabid, your Trezor link. How long it take you to get yours? It took a couple weeks to finally come in. Have you been waiting for a while? I think it took actually maybe about a week. Once they finally shipped it and stuff, it took about a day or two to ship. And then, yeah, probably about a week and a half tops. I believe it was a slow transition time. So it should arrive fairly fast. I still got to set mine up and actually do the video on that. I'm slacking on that department. I have the least efficient GPUs, but they heat my house, so I'm okay with it half the year. That's very true. Myself, I don't know. My power, like when I tried heating my house with my GPUs. I don't really have, you know, massive amount of GPUs. I only have 1 gigahash worth of Ethereum, but it's not enough to really heat my house. So I try to cool them down. I actually save more money by keeping them cool with the windows open than I would by heating my own house. Now, depending on the situation you're in, everything will be different your own way. But myself, I saved more personally keeping them cool with the windows open than I did actually heating my house. Because when I opened my windows on those minus 30, minus 40 days, I kept the door closed in the basement, and it was cold down here. It was freezing in the basement. I needed a jacket and everything, but my GPUs were running like, you know, 15, 20 degrees at the core, but I dropped like 400 to 500 watts complete systems at the wall. So I was like 45, 4600 at the wall with everything running. And I was actually down to like 4,000, 4,100 watts total at the wall, you know, when they were nice and cool. So I saved 500, 600, 400 or 500 watts per month, which actually saves me more than heating my house with my gas bill through providers and all this other stuff I have to pay anyway. I'm stuck on the welcome screen on Discord. You should have a captcha to fill out. Like Stratum on Feb 12 CSC. Blah, blah, blah. Where's Discord? Let's take a look here. Where is that Shinji going down? Let's find a look. 11. At noon CST time. So I got Central. Is that Central Standard Time? So 11. Yes, I believe the Stratum should be turned off now on the O11 data pool if the timeline served its purpose. So today is the time for everyone should be moving their pools. If you're on the O11 data pool for Raptoreum right now, start moving on to another pool. Myself, I'm currently on RPlant myself. I just moved Fudweiser's rigs over to RPlant as well. I'm going to be starting a pool test here fairly soon. Maybe start it today sometime or possibly tomorrow. Let's just take a look at the pools here, Raptoreum mining pools. And we're going to get down and we're going to see what's the most profitable pool again. Change this so you guys can see it. I guess we'll go to that one. That one's actually, oh no. What did I do? I hit the wrong button. Okay, we'll try that one. So I'm going to test out, obviously we're going to go with Flock Pool on one rig. We're going to go RPlant, Supernova, Manifestal. It looks like O11 data is not even on the list anymore, so it is down. So yeah, it's not here anymore. So we're going to go Flock Pool, RPlant, Supernova. That's 3. We'll go Mini Faco. We'll go Raptoreum, Emporium. And then I got a couple more 3900Xs I could test out. I might throw one on Monero Ocean just because. And then we'll see what I got left. Maybe Coin Miner. So 6 or 7 different type of pools I will be testing at the exact same time for a week. And we'll see, you know, what comes up on top, how much each one makes per day. And moving forward and give you guys a better idea to see, you know, what is a good pool to mine on. So Obviously, if you want to use flock pool, use flock pool. I'm not stopping you. I'm just saying, people saying it's the most profitable pool isn't really the case. So when it comes to dashboard, I really think our plant has probably the best dashboard out of any of the pools out there as well. So even saying flock pool has the best dashboard in UI, I have to disagree with that. Our plant is literally probably, in terms of everything all rounded, I would probably have to roll with our plant currently. At first, like I said, it seemed like they were kind of scamming and stimming. Yes, they're a prop pool, which means a farm could potentially come in, rack in a bunch of shares as well, but things are looking fairly profitable myself on that. Actually, we can look at my daily earnings on our plant right now just to see what's going on there. So one rig is offline, obviously, but here's my pays for the past couple days here. So what is this? The 30th. So we have 500 RAPTOREUM here, 481 on the 31st, February 1st, 504. 481 on the 2nd, and 502 on the 4th. So between 480 to 502 seems fairly consistent. And again, we can see right here the hash rate on the network is fairly consistent. So our coins mined, again, fairly consistent. Now if we run on over to Mine RAPTOREUM, let's see what it is predicting we should be getting on these. And remember, Mine RAPTOREUM has your overclock settings slightly higher. I run efficient. I believe the settings here are a little bit higher than what I run. So we're going to put 8, 9, 10, that's 11. So it's telling me 451 coins per day. Let me get closer in that. So it's telling me 451, and I've been averaging over what it's been telling me. So I think our plant is doing pretty good myself. So if you want to run to a quick pool until I do the test, I would highly recommend our plant. I believe they fixed stuff that I was previously having issues with, and I'm not seeing any issues with them anymore. That's what I just moved Budweiser's rigs to as well, was over to our plant. Okay, RIP 011 data went offline an hour ago. There you go, guys. It's done. No more 011 data. Can I please have a moment of silence? All right, so anyway, moving forward. What did you think of what co-founder of Flux said in his session with Son of a Tech? Is Flux the people's blockchain? I didn't see the interview yet. I've been waiting to watch it. I've been so busy, but I am not sure. What did he actually say? Let me know, so then I can maybe respond to it here. But I didn't see what he actually said. That our plant is fast. Yeah, our plant is great, and your rigs show up on our plant within actually they all do. RAPTOREUM is a fairly fast chain. Your rigs pop up instantly. Our plan is fast. Do it. Good time for another pool test. Just finished changing my rigs over from 011. Nice. Yeah, I am going to do that pool test. You guys have been asking for it for a while now. I'm just, slow, but I am going to be doing that. It's going to be coming. I'm going to throw that on sometime today. Actually, I want to do some things first. What I want to do, I want to swap some connectors over on my rigs. I want to maybe add another one onto that server power supply, and I want to get everything turned up to about 3.8 from 3.6, but still running at 1 volt. It's still going to stay around the same power consumption even with that, because the majority comes from that voltage. So I do want to put everything at 3.8, and then I could potentially use even more rigs. That way they're all the same to see, our profitability there. Only 91 RTM a day here. Dennis, what are you running with? What rigs are you rolling with 91? Let me know. And your settings too. Settings, they matter as well. Hey, Rabid Mining, LOL Miner has dual mining ETH and Toncoin. You plan on getting LOL Miner to do this? Yes, I just heard people. I knew they dropped a new update. I wasn't sure what was involved, but people in Discord have been pinging me. LOL Miner, dual mining ETH. I need to know how to do it. Show me. So yes, the video will be coming. Potentially, if I can get to that today as well, I'll do that and try to have that ready for you guys in the morning. But I'm also, I'm backing myself into a corner here because I'm also solo mining ETH and all my GPUs are on Ethereum. So if I pull hash rate off of that to start doing that, well, I guess I can set it up and show you guys how to do it without really hindering my solo mining. I'm at 12% luck, guys. 12%. See that? I'm at 12% solo mining ETH. So I've been doing this for almost 2 weeks now. About a day and a half, I get a percent here. But yeah, I'm going in, do or die, solo mining ETH with 1 gigahash. So potentially, if you're new to the channel and you're not sure what I'm talking about or why I'm even doing this, because I don't recommend people to do this. It's all luck of the draw. But I'm hoping. So based on Flexpool, what I usually mine on for my Ethereum, I usually find a block based on how I've been mining there for 11 months. And every 2 to 5 months, I do find a block on FlexPool. So I'm like, I've been mining there for a couple months already, haven't found a block. So statistic wise, I was like, that Ethereum block may be coming in the next couple months. So instead of mining 1 gigahash to FlexPool, I decided to solo mine. And if the timeline follows through June or July, I have pretty much the same amount of time. So if I was to mine to a pool, it'd be about the same as mining, as hitting 1 solo block. So I'm going to see if I can hit 1 solo block by the time Ethereum mining is done. And if I do that, and it's a high tax fee block, I have the potential to earn a lot more solo mining till the end of Ethereum than I would to mining to the pool and just getting, maybe 2 ETH total in that time frame. So I'm doing a big gamble here. I'm all in, do or die. If I hit a block, it could potentially be bigger and I get more. Or if I don't hit a block, this past 4 months or so will be, absolutely 0 ETH, and it was a waste of GPU mining. So I'm doing the gamble here. I don't recommend anyone else do, but if you guys want to, hey, go for it. Do whatever you guys want to do. But again, I always try to say I always fail at solo mining and I don't recommend it. But at the same time, I keep trying to do it. There we go. Yeehaw, 12%. Yeah, it's slowly ticking up. We'll see if we smash that block or not. If we do, great. And I said, if I manage to smash like a 200 to 400 ETH block, which would be absolutely amazing, I'm going to have a massive Ethereum giveaway. I'm going to give away a couple ETH. So I don't know if I'm going to give away like one ETH to like 2 or 3 people, or if I'm going to give away like half an ETH to, twice as many people or something. I don't know. I'm going to do something, but if I do hit like a nice size block, I'm definitely going to be sharing it with you guys. So stay tuned for that if it ever happens. 170S solo block to Rabid. Let's go. Yeah, I know. Let's go. That's ETH for you guys too. Also, I'm definitely going to be throwing down on a Threadripper if that happens. And we're going to be getting a lot of new testing hardware because yes, you can hodl your crypto. You can do all you want. But like I said, I use my crypto for funding my channel, and that'd be a nice fund to get a lot of new stuff to showcase for you guys. Not just me. Threadripper giveaway. You know what? Actually, what would it work out to? Half an Ethereum, 20. I maybe a 5950X giveaway because it could come out to about the same price as a half an ETH, depending how we do this, and depending at the market. What if this happens and it shoots up and I do the giveaway when it's like worth a lot more? Hey, we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. I try solo mining and after 24 hours I go back. Yes, I'm usually the same way, but I've been holding on for a couple weeks now. A couple more weeks, it'll be a month. A little while after that, Ethereum will be gone and I'm gonna be sitting there going, why did I do this? But you know what? You got to put in the risk. If you want the reward, you need to, throw up some risk. So I'm gonna see if it happens. You never know. Could get lucky. You might not. Most likely, I'm not going to. So what's going on? We got 107 viewers, 65 likes. Come on, guys. Hit that like button, that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, follow button, heart button, depending what platform you are watching on. Speaking of that, I better go over here. Child, what's going on? We got some people over here chatting away. Let me just see if I can answer some questions. The Child, but you can mine other coins with GPU like Firo, RTM, AVN. GPU will still be alive for mining. The Child, yes. Very correct. I don't know when you jumped in here, but we went through some numbers and just the amount of hash rate that's going to come in is greatly going to increase the difficulty across those other coins, which is going to drop that profitability down into the red zone. So like in red zone, I mean, you're not going to be mining enough coins to be able to afford power. Now, if you don't pay for your power, then that's totally fine. Then you don't have to worry about that. But there are a lot of people that do use their crypto in terms of paying for their power. And if you do, you just won't be able to afford to run your rigs at that point. What is the best coin to mine on a CPU? I think currently it's still RAPTOREUM. Now, I think the best way to potentially mine with your CPU, though, is Monero Ocean. Now, Monero Ocean is a profit switching pool, and it mines RAPTOREUM. It mines XMR, obviously, but that's very unprofitable. But it sometimes switches to it depending on it. What else does it have? It has Haven in there. There's a bunch of different coins, 6, 7, 8 that has Veruscoin in. Actually, I don't think Veruscoin is in there, but Scala is in there, and there's a bunch of coins in there. And what it does is it benchmarks your CPU across all these different coins and algorithms. And Monero Ocean does support anything that XMRig supports. That's why we don't see AVN on Monero Ocean yet, but if XM Rigs does add support for their algorithm, Minotaur X, then we will see Monero Ocean implement that as well in the future. So stay tuned in case that happens. That'd be very exciting as well. But what it does is it benchmarks it. It goes to the price of every coin. It goes to the hash rate and difficulty of every coin, and then your benchmarks, and it determines at the time which coin your CPU would be making the most on based on the coins that it does have in its collection. And then it keeps pointing you to it. And if another coin could become more profitable, it'll swap over to that. And it keeps profit switching, and then it pays you out in XMR. And my last test versus RAPTOREUM, AVN, and Monero Ocean did come out on top. And after that, if say you don't want to hold your XMR, that's totally fine. You can just swap that into RAPTOREUM. You can swap that into AVN or whatever coin you do want to hold long term, or put into a node or a smart node or something. That's 100% fine. That's what I do myself. I take my XMR. I did the video on how to swap that into RAPTOREUM for RAPTOREUM smart nodes, and I did that to TradeOgre. The fees were minimal. Some people are telling me, the fees are too much. The fees are non-existent pretty much. I took my XMR, I swapped it into the Bitcoin, I swapped it into RAPTOREUM, and then I sent it into my smart node. And before I calculated the XMR and how much RAPTOREUM I would get, and right across the board, the fees didn't even play a factor. They were so low, I came within 2 RAPTOREUM coins of what I should have got at that. So the fees are not an issue when doing that. Did you say Cavacoin? No, not Cavacoin. I'm not sure what Cavacoin is. I'm reading chat from this stream right now here, the child 74, not just YouTube. I'm looking at you. Did I try Cavacoin? No, I have not tried Cavacoin. Trying KVA since this morning on a CPU rig. KVA, interesting. I'm gonna write down KVA and see exactly what that is. I am not too familiar with that. KVA. Almost reminds me of a KT1 tank, because we've been playing World of Tanks on the gaming channel the last couple of days. Getting all these different terms mixed up now. I'm trying to mine as much flux as possible to get some flux nodes up and going before S swaps over. Nice. Scuba. Nice. Oh, you sent me the link. All right. So I am going to open that in a new tab here. So I got it. Interesting stuff. So I got the link here all set up so I can look into that after. Let's just jump back to the other chat here. So many chats going on here. I'm trying to bounce back and forth. What's going on here? 90K. Would you buy 6 3970Xs? You know it. Yeah. Oh man, if I could afford 6 3970Xs, that'd be absolutely insane. That'd be awesome. How much hash are you launching at solo mining? I have 1 gigahash solo mining Ethereum currently. So I'm launching 1 gigahash at it. Hi Rabid, you tempted to put all your ETH in RTM Smart Node yet after today's price bump? Yes, that's the first thing I thought of. I saw ETH was up like 5 or 6%, and I saw RAPTOREUM is still a little bit down. So I said the other day, I'm waiting for that kind of gap to do its thing. So RAPTOREUM on the way down and Ethereum going up, I can cash in a lot more RAPTOREUM coins now than I could previously. So yeah, I definitely thought about it and have been looking at it to cash out Ethereum into RAPTOREUM and just loading up that node with that much more, because seriously, 38% returns and stuff, that's absolutely insane. It's unheard of. Awesome. Can you do a mine with an RTX 3050? I'm assuming you could, yes. I don't know how well it would perform. Probably not the greatest, but you can do a mine with pretty much anything now with these miners that are dropping these days. How do you feel about Nano payout? I have not used Nano myself ever, so I'm not sure how the payout works. All I know, allegedly, it's fairly cheap, but you got to do a lot more work with all the bridging and swapping in between stuff, and that turns a lot of people off, really. And then some places have the Matic payouts. That's the same thing. Literally, it's almost like, I guess, unmineable is what you're going on there. You're mining Ethereum, but you're getting paid out in this other coin. So if you don't swap it back into Ethereum or something, which you initially wanted, then you're just holding Matic or something. But some people are great. Some people saw gains because of that. Matic had a pump, and the people that were getting paid out in Matic through ETH, they saw a nice price increase. So it all depends. What is I don't even know how to say that. Alephium. I'm not sure what it is. I have no idea, to tell you the honest truth. I seen a few videos pop up on it, and I seen a few people asking about it. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm going to have to look into this coin, because I haven't looked into it at all yet. I just seen, a few people mention it, and that's about it. So I don't really know what it's all about, but we'll check it out here sometime soon. Another dumpster coin. Hey, you know what? It may be. Remember, at all-time highs, coins pop out of the woodworks, and the majority of them will either fail or the majority of them are either rug pulls or something. Affilium is not profitable on Ryzen 579 series. I tried $4 in 3 days, 60K hash to it. Oh, it's a CPU coin. Interesting. Yeah, you know, I don't think coins really have a chance against coins like RAPTOREUM and AVN. There's currently the kings. I think RAPTOREUM's the top-notch one when it comes to CPU mining. But I do think moving forward, the next Ryzen gen, the 7000 series, or even if they put a 5900X and a 5950X VCatch version out like they are doing with the 58 3D version, I believe Haven could become the next most profitable coin to mine on those CPUs because you'll fully be able to utilize your complete CPU on them. And Haven is already really profitable. It's not as profitable as RTM and stuff, but it's fairly close, and it's nice, efficient coin. But the issue there is you're only utilizing on the 3900, 5900, 3950, 5950X CPUs, you're only utilizing 16 threads of 24 or 16 threads of 32 because of the 64 megabyte cache L3 cache limit. You need 4 megabytes of L3 cache per thread for Haven. And if those 3D VCache are literally doubling the L3 cache, you can fully utilize your CPU at that point on that coin, and Haven may hit some nice profitability numbers moving into the future. So I'm very pumped up for that. Ignoring the honkering. The honking? Are you talking about the truckers? The truckers and stuff over there? Let's jump back over here. You must. No one here. Yes, I know, Fudwise. There's no one over here. The child 74, he's over there here. He's checking it out. I'm bouncing between the chats. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Nice. I think my next stream, I might just... Hey, if you guys... hold on. Let me just... Oh, that's the wrong one. Maybe if I go to here... Will this link work? I'm going to have to put this link in. Right click. No, that's dashboard. Hold on, guys. I got to check something out here. I got to give a link to everybody in the other one. Oh, here. I got to give a
Copy,
link to everybody
boom,
in the other one. Boom. Bam. Yeah, here we go. If you guys are not a follower here, be sure to do the follow button. Because I may do some, you know, last minute secret streams popping in out of nowhere over there. So be sure to check it out. And there's some people there already right now that have no issues because they know what's going on. You must. All right. So back to the chat here. Have you checked out Babycoin yet? I saw you in the Discord. If you've mined it. I have not mined any. I looked at it at a second. It had some pretty sketchy things going on with it. And then I stopped. But I didn't really give it a full chance. So I'm going to go back into it because people are telling me, you know, it's looking fairly profitable. So I'm going to go back into it. I've been doing so many. I got all these tests on the way. I got to test all these pools. I got to change my CPU rigs around with that server power supply and swap some ends around so I can overclock it higher. So I don't know. I got a whole bunch of stuff going on. But yes, Babycoin is on the list of actually mining it and trying it out and checking it out because you guys have been asking for it for a while. Just my list is so long. It's like Stingy's looking for Canadian things. He has a massive list of stuff he wants to see all the time. Babycoin gets your vote. That's nice. You know, see that multiple people are, you know, trying to back it. So we'll see. Dynamo Coin. Look at all these coins. I haven't even heard of that one. Dynamo Coin. No idea what that is. Lightbit CPU, $1.60 a day on Tuesday when I checked. $1.60 a day on Lightbit. Oh, maybe that was Epic. That's what it was. I was looking at Epic Cash one day, and it looked extremely not a good thing. Oh my gosh. Like maybe it's something, but you have to install so many different things to get mining on that. I was like, this is, who knows it's gonna try running in the background. This thing looks like Sketch City. So I was like, I'm not even gonna attempt this, not even trying Epic City. So I got that mixed up with Babycoin. So Babycoin wasn't the one that looked sketchy. It was Epic Cash that looked really sketchy. So I don't know. I do not recommend that one. There used to be, maybe it was a fad or a bot thing going around where people kept saying Epic Cash there a couple streams ago, and it didn't look very, very good. Like it had a lot of red flags. I'm pulling like 500 Babycoin a day with some old i5s and i3s. My Ryzen 9 3900X makes like 300 Babycoin by itself. 300 Babycoin a day. Now, what's the price of that? Let's take a look at that. baby coin price. I don't even know what baby coin is. It in here anywhere? It's in CoinMarketCap. It's on CoinGecko. 300 a day is $1.21 at today's market on a single 3900X. That's actually pretty good. That's more than RAPTOREUM and AVN's currently making. That's at 0.004 cents. Not bad. That's actually not too bad in profitability. As for what the coin is and what it stands for, I have absolutely no idea. Oh, not the token. That was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. Oh, I was clicking on the wrong one. Hold on. Baby coin price. What do we got here? There's something else here? What are we looking at? Oh, it helps if you spell things right? That always helps. Baby coin price. What do we got? Baby Dogecoin. Is that what it is? It's not Baby Doge, is it? That's something different. Hold on. Full screen for you guys. What's the coin called? There's a baby poo coin. Baby poo. What? Baby poo. Oh my gosh. We got baby Doge here. We got baby coin. We got baby. Like, what is the right coin? There's so many remakes of all these coins. It's getting ridiculous. It's a pink symbol. Well, everything's in blue writing on Google. Coinbase. Is it baby? No, it's baby Doge coin. Okay, let's just right click, new tab. What's this? Symbol loading it. This must not be it. Nope, not that one. Baby coin. Is that it? I don't know what this is. Where is it? Baby coin, baby CoinGecko. No, CoinGecko, baby coin Dodge, baby token. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby token. Okay, I see what you're saying. Baby token, baby coin. So that must be this one right here. That must be this one, baby coin. Smart contract. Liquidity. Oh, this is like a liquidity pool. Where do we find the price? If it's hard to find, it's already something sketchy. I'm just kidding. Baby coin price. Baby coin. Come on, baby coin. Baby Doge. Baby token. Baby token. I cannot find it. XBitron is where you can sell baby coin if you check for the price. All right, let's check out XBitron. That'll make it easier. We'll just go straight to the exchange for it. XBitron. Where's baby USD yada yada. What's it? Probably has a BTC pairing, I'm assuming. BTC baby right here. Baby. Okay. Do I have a USD pairing? Let's just click on that. So is this the one with the heart? The heart and everything? 0.004 BTC. Volume's obviously fairly low. Let's see here. Baby. Oh, it has a USD pairing. Okay, this will make it easier to tell the actual price. So 0.0015. So daily, so let's just do that. 300 coins times 0.0015. That only works out to be 45 cents a day. That doesn't seem very good. I don't know. Maybe I did that wrong. I'll have a look at it and then I can get more details on that. McDonald's Bitcoin works by proof of receipt. Concept of scanning your McDonald's receipts into an app. The more fast food you eat, the more Bitcoin you earn. That's very true. They do have their program. I guess that'd be the same as Tim's rewards program, huh? The Tim Hortons crypto. He said that was a 3900X was getting 300 by itself. So I'm assuming that was 300 for the 3900X single thing. I'm using my old 1030 Ti mine. Help the homeless coin. What is that coin? Is that a thing? What is going on here? I don't know what's going on anymore. Help the homeless coin. What? As if North America wasn't a piece enough as it is. Oh, no comments. No comments on that. You guys watching the Olympics? Like, come on. You Canadians out there, you chewing? You cheering on that Canadian teams? Because I know I am. Last night I was watching figure skating with the daughter. We ended up in 4th. Timcoin. Yeah, Timcoin. RabidCoin. Remember, RabidCoin's on the way, guys. I don't know how far off it is yet. probably ever, but you know, in my mind, there's a Rabid coin. I think it would be really sweet to have a nice community coin. It's not meant to do anything. It's not meant to do, you know, it's not going to be any crazy coin that's actually has purpose. It's just a nice community coin to be like, yo, this is the Rabid coin. Part of the Rabid community. Have a Rabid coin. Mini Doge miners. I looked into the mini Doge miners a little while ago, and when it came down to price, now the mini Doge miners are slightly more efficient than the Antminer L3 Pluses, but when you come down to prices, one Antminer L3 Plus is cheaper for the hash rate than 2 mini Doge miners, or maybe you needed 3 mini Doge miners to equal the same L3 Plus. So my go-to literally would probably, you're better off getting an Antminer L3 Plus than the mini Doge miners. But that's just me. You know what? We can do the numbers again. I can't really remember what they are. So if we just go to ASIC miner value, remember Antminer L3 Pluses, they're even in inflated prices currently. So let's just look at script. So we're looking at the script algorithms here. Let me adjust my screen so we can see what's going on for you guys. This one work? Yeah, that one looks like it'll work. So obviously the L7, this is my dream ASIC right here when it comes to the script algorithm. I'm never going to get my hands on one. I've been trying, but you know, supply and everything's so slow. But yeah, let's look at the L3 Plus, 504 mega hash. Now it does say 800 watts. Now I'm using Hivon firmware, so I'm not using 800 watts. I'm still getting 504 mega hash, but I'm getting 660 watts. So that's a huge plus. 660 watts, 504 mega hash. Now I'm just going to right click here. We're going to open up the mini Doge, and we're going to open up the L3 Plus. Now, what is the mini Doge miner here in terms of hash rate and power? So it's only 233 watts, which is great. But the hash rate is 185 mega hash. So I'm going to go 504. 504, we're going to divide that by 185. So you're going to need 2 3/4 to equal one of these. So in order to buy that, you're going to need 3 of them. So you're going to need 3 mini Doge miners to be slightly above the hash rate of an Antminer L3 Plus. And the cheapest you can obviously get them from is Gold Shell. Any other third party greatly increases the prices. So let's say as cheap as possible, $700. So we're going to need 700. Oh, stop. 700 times 3. So that's $2,100 right there. So you're going to need $2,100. Now let's just look at the Antminer L3 Plus. We just have to look at how much they cost. So you need $2,100, and here you can get $1,200, $1,400, $1,800, $1,600, $1,400. So here's the most expensive one, but you can find them all cheaper. So one single Antminer L3 Plus, $1,459, $1,600, $1,800, $1,400. Where the mini Doge, to get a little bit more hash rate to equal it, you'll have a little 20%. You'll have a couple extra, maybe an extra 20, 40 mega hash over the L3 Plus, but it's going to cost you $2,100. And the power consumption, it is slightly more efficient, the mini Doge, but not by much. It's going to take you years to equal the same amount. So let's just look at the hash to watt ratios, I guess, to kind of put this together here. So I'm going for 504 mega hash divided by 660 watts. That's 0.76 hash to watt ratio, where this guy right here was, okay, it's 233 watts, 185 mega hash, so 185 divided by 233, 0.79. So you got like 0.00 or 0.002 or 0.003 or something of a hash to watt ratio difference. Way better deal getting the Antminer L3 Plus over the mini Doge miners, in my honest opinion. You're not going to notice the power differences between the two if you get the same amount of hash rates on them. So that's just me looking forward into that. So let me know your thoughts. Does this seem correct to you? Maybe I'm wrong, because there's a lot of people pumping those mini Doge miners. Yes, they're brand new and everything, but I think they're just trying to sell more of a less of, you know, it's not a better machine. It's going to cost more to get the same amount of hash rate with a very minimal hash to watt difference. So yeah, my honest opinion, L3 Plus is the way to go over the mini Doge miners, especially when it comes to scalability. You can get more. Now, if we're talking about scalability, Now you're definitely going to want to look into the L7s. You're talking about the L3++. I believe that the L3 is even more efficient than the L3++. I'm going to have to actually, let's take a look and see Hivon firmware, because the Hivon firmware does have L3++ firmware in it as well. So let's look at the L3+ and ++. Up to 720 mega hash. So I don't know, maybe it's the same. Where is my Hive? Because I can crank this. I don't want to crank it up. I'm running efficient. But here is this ASIC inside the ASIC farm section, as you guys can see here. So here is that Antminer L3+. I'm just going to click on it. And here is our overclocking. And this is where you pick out what you want to do. So right now you can see I'm running the profile. And this is legit. I confirmed it at the wall. It is legitly 660 watts. It's not just software type of numbers. At the wall, it's legit 660. Now I can crank this to 740 for 560 mega hash. I can crank it up to 890 watts for 610. I could go up to 600. Actually, I can go up to 720 mega hash on this for 1300 watts. Now that's going to be harder on the machine. It's going to run warmer, and you know, ultimately it's going to wear out faster. So I'm not going to do that. Plus, the higher you do go, the less efficiency and, you know, the lower that hash to watt ratio becomes. So moving prime, efficiency is key. The 660 at 504 is your best option when utilizing the Antminer L3+. Now I do believe this, I don't know how it works in the L3++. Maybe it's pulling off the same type of numbers, but the L3++, just in terms of stock, I believe the L3+ is more efficient than the L3++. So it seems like they put out these newer miners that have a little more efficiency, a little more mega hash here, but they're tricking people because people don't really look at hash to watt ratios. And that's what I really do try to push on my channel in general. It's all about, it's all about the hash to watt ratio. Efficiency is the key to crypto mining, especially when moving into the future here. But we got 580 mega hash at 942 watts. So just stock settings. Let's have a look at this. Stock settings. Here we have 580 mega hash. We're going to divide that by 942. That is 0.61 hash to watt ratio. Now I'm just going to use the stock settings of the L3+. So 504 divided by 800. That's 0.63. So the L3, 0.63. Okay, 0.63. 0.63. Keep it in my head. 0.63. So yeah, the L3+ stock settings is more efficient than the stock settings of the L3+. 0.063 hash to watt ratio versus 0.61 of the L3++. So it seems like, you know, these new miners and everything keep coming out, but the L3+ is still the more efficient miner than this. And then it's the cheapest miner in terms of hash rate for minimal power gains over the mini Doge miner. So yeah, we just did some quick research there. Hopefully that helps some people out there when moving forward. Now, you know, obviously this guy here is king, the L7. If you're unfamiliar with the L7, this is about the equivalent of 19 L3+s, 19 of them, for the power consumption of 5.5 of them. That is absolutely insane and amazing in its own way. I think this is going to be a very, very popular go-to miner. I see L3+s for sale constantly now. 20 stacks of 50 because people are trying to sell off their L3s to get these. That's what I see happening here. People are dropping their L3+s, trying to get rid of them, trying to sell them. They've mined, they've ROI'd, they've done whatever they're supposed to do. And they're trying to upgrade to this efficient machine. This thing is absolutely efficient. Like 2 of these. Imagine 2 of these things. Like, oh my gosh. Like, let's look at the yearly profits right now. And we're on a way downtrend now. 19,000. That's almost 20,000 USD a year. 40. If you had 2 of these, 40,000 USD a year just for 2 of these things running. Also, Litecoin next year is set to have a halving. So your yields are going to drop by 50%. But again, just like we talked about Ravencoin, next future bull runs, we could potentially see a nice Litecoin pump. Litecoin just upgraded their network too to some type of privacy as well. So who knows what that could do to the future. And what else is Litecoin doing? I can't remember, but Litecoin is a very popular coin. I love Litecoin myself personally. I use it to pay for my Hive OS. I use it to transfer Ethereum across to different places because it's in a really, really cheap coin to move other coins around. So I swap into Litecoin, minimal fees, use the Litecoin to swap to move something around, then swap it back into something. So a Litecoin has a lot of use cases. I use it for a lot of different things. Also, you may know places like, say, crypto.com or Binance, where, you know, they have cheap fees and stuff on platform. But if you go to move your Ethereum somewhere, that's where they get you. That's where they really get you. So like, they have a minimum withdrawal fees, Binance and all these places. But if you actually go to move it, like the Ethereum and stuff like that, it's the minimum fee that they take from you is half of the minimum withdrawal fee right off the get-go. So you're losing, you know, a little chunk just trying to move it. Using Litecoin, the minimum fee is very, very small to move out of a lot of these platforms as well. So swapping into these coins for cheap prices on platform into Litecoin and then moving out saves you a ton in fees just out of those exchanges in general as well. So keep that in mind. Litecoin, you know, it's kind of under the radar and nobody really talks about it, but I use it a lot and it's really popular in my mind. So yeah, hopefully that helps some of you guys out there. XLM, yeah, XLM's fairly cheap as well. So look into fees. Everything has, you know, different fees. If you're using Binance, I don't use Binance myself, but look at the withdrawal fees for every single coin and see which one's the cheapest. And then go from there, go see what the type of transaction fees are on that. And Litecoin is a very cheap one. For EMH, what is going on? Hi, welcome. What's happening? New garage heater, Antminer L3 Plus. Yeah, nice. You know, I like the L3 Plus. Yes, obviously it's not as efficient as GPUs and stuff. GPU mining is making more per day, but you know, we're talking about GPU mining and what could happen in the future with the end of Ethereum. These Antminer L3 Pluses, you know, Litecoin, it's still in the green. You know, GPUs may be in the red for a long time after that point. And, you know, it's going to take a lot of people selling off their hardware and difficulties to drop before we finally start to see some decent profits on GPUs again. This is where CPU mining, it's in the green. L3 Plus mining, it's in the green. All these other ways to mine are in the green. Even Chia mining. Sure, I'm only making 60 cents a day, but that might be more than what my 3080 is going to be making after the end of Ethereum. So, you know, we got to open up our eyes, think outside the box, and look at all these other things out there other than, you know, being blindfolded straight into GPUs, because things are changing, things are going to happen. But if everyone goes out there and buys CPUs, obviously the same thing is going to happen. GPU mining difficulty will spike and the profitability will come down as well. So we obviously got to keep a nice even balance across everything. But GPU mining, it will come back. It's never going to die. It's going to be there. These coins need it to survive and maintain transactions. But at first, you know, the profitability is going to dump, you know, dramatically. And until the people do sell off that hardware and the difficulty comes down, we're not going to see profits on GPUs for a very long time. The new future of ROIs, you know, you're going to have to adding this into your game plan. We're in the 3 to 6 to 7 month ROIs. They're going to be gone. It's at least 3 to 5 years to ROI something. So if you pick up a GPU, you pick up a CPU, you pick up a hard drive to mine, anything, you might want to mine with your keyboard or mouse or something, because, you know, it's probably coming. They'll figure something out. I'm just kidding, but you never know. But, you know, if it's within 3 to 5 years of an ROI, that's pretty much going to be a standard moving forward. It's time to look into business type of numbers and future gains over normal gains. And it's also going to come down to power price. If you're using solar, where you live, you know, everybody's in a different boat. If you can even pay for power without using your crypto, that's going to be the biggest plus of them all, I think. But, you know, everyone has a different perspective on why they mine crypto. And if you're in it for straight fiat value, you should probably be selling your GPUs right now, or probably yesterday, because people are going to be selling their GPUs and you're not even going to be getting much for your GPUs anymore, because it's going to be a supply and demand. And once everyone starts selling them GPUs, the prices are dramatically going to drop. And we're going to be picking up 12 by 580 rigs again for under $1,000. So that's what's going to happen in the future when everyone does start selling. On the plus side, Scott Brard says BTC coin is up 11%. Nice. Canadian values 40,000, 29 on ETH. RTM is, what is going on there? Half a cent. And oh, that's USD. Canadian values. Yeah, that makes more sense now. 51. ETH is 37. Oh, nice. ETH is almost at the 4. If ETH hits 4K, I'll probably throw that all into RapTOREUM. I don't have very much ETH right now. I'm still waiting on my flex pool. I forgot about that. Look at this. It's been like almost a month. I have my gas set at 65. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. I have my gas set on flexible at 65. Usually, every couple of weeks it works out, but I have not had a payment in like a month now. And yeah, it's just hanging out here, 0.23 ETH, just hanging out here. I've been mining for like 2 weeks now, solo mining almost. So I'm waiting for this payout for that long since I switched, I guess. And yeah, not happening. But you know what? I'm patient. I just hold out, let it come. No need to increase my gas prices and pay, Ethereum devs. And it's kind of funny. You think about it, you look at Ethereum, it's pre-mined. How much is like, what, 75,000 Ethereum pre-mined? And the amount have been mined ever since you could first mine it was only like 55,000 or 58,000. So the majority of Ethereum that's out there in the world is all pre-mined and sold to the Ethereum devs and all their little friends. So they got the bag. So the Ethereum whales, they're the Ethereum devs themselves. So obviously they want to push this 2.0 thing out the door. It's going to be a heavily centralized platform at that, even though they're labeling it as, it allows a lot more people to get into it, allows a lot more people to use it. But it's kind of funny. They're burning all the transactions fees. So they're literally slowly picking away at your own bag. So their bag stays bigger and bigger. Now, this is my perspective, maybe not your guys's, but really think about this. They're burning all these gas fees. Miners aren't getting it anymore. No one else is getting it anymore. They're allegedly gone. So they're stealing your Ethereum away from you for using their network. And their bags remain the same size because they're not using their network. They're holding it in their bag. They're throwing in their staking nodes, and they're just planning for a massive own pocketbook increase in price. That's my opinion of what's going on with Ethereum. The real RTM price is 166 cents US. Your tracker is bugged. Yeah, my tracker does that sometimes. Only for RAPTOREUM though. That's why I always do go to RAPTOREUM price. Boom. Boom. Yeah, there we go. USD. A little over 1.6. So not too bad. Oh, it's coming up. I should have bought in right here. 1.5. That's when I should have got it. Hey, that's about, yeah, mine's way out of whack. Yeah, that's when I should have bought in. But it's coming back up a little bit. That's all right. The world's largest rug pool. You know what? That's very true. Usually when you look into a coin and you wonder, like, could this coin be a rug pull? What are the red flags? And if a big pre-mine is part of it, that's usually a huge red flag for a, future potential rug pull. And Ethereum is 100% red flags looking at it. But the fact that it has all these platforms and DeFi and Uscale and everybody's using it, who knows what's going to happen in the future? Could they? Yeah. What would happen if one day, say Ethereum went up to 15,000, 20,000 USD or something? The devs are like, you know what? I want to get paid. What if they sell their bags? What's going to happen at that point? Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. It could happen. We don't know what they're really looks like. Honestly, Vitalik, you really looked at him, he looks like one of those alien things you see in a movie. I don't know. I don't know, just me, 2 cents, ranting and raving here. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for this. Anyway, let's see. Do you guys have any questions? I better swap to the other platform. It's been a little while here. The child, what's going on? Syrup from Quebec are the best ones. Yes, Quebec syrup, maple syrup is absolutely amazing. Nice dashboard with Kava on Mining Ocean. Oh, there's a nice dashboard on there. Okay. Sweet. All right. So we got a few viewers over here, guys. Nice. RTM or AVN? Honestly, my honest opinion, I'm more for RAPTOREUM myself. AVN, I don't really know. I don't know. I have to look into AVN more, honestly, because to me, a fork of a fork of a fork and then a rebranded fork, it just seems kind of weird to me. Like, so if you're unfamiliar, I guess the family tree of AVN is obviously we got Bitcoin. It took a fork, and then we have Ravencoin. So then Ravencoin forked again into Ravencoin Classic, and then Ravencoin Classic got forked into Ravencoin Lite. And now Ravencoin Lite rebranded and turned into AVN. So that is the family tree of AVN and how it came to be. Moving forward, I don't really know. They plan on implementing all these things that sound cool, but at the same time, it also sounds like they're trying to implement everything RAPTOREUM is trying to do as well. So I don't really know. I don't have any insight on the devs. I haven't talked to them too much or anything myself. It may do something, it may not. RAPTOREUM, AVN, they're both in the spec mining world currently, because moving forward, we don't really know how that's going to play out. And, it all comes down to being active dev-wise and, talking to the community and all this stuff. Right now, I think RAPTOREUM has the best laid out plan moving forward and has the best potential, but I still don't know AVN's full views yet. They gave us bits and pieces recently, but not the complete picture yet. So again, it could do something, but I don't really know yet. AVN equals Raven Light Rug 2.0. Well, the Ravencoin Light didn't rug though, did they? No. Because they just rebranded. All your Ravencoin Light is still there. If you mind, I never did mine Ravencoin Light at all. I never looked into it. I wasn't too struck on it. Other people were, obviously. There's a bunch out there. But if you swap, you can transfer your Ravencoin Light into the new AVN wallet and stuff and update it. And all that Ravencoin Light will turn into AVN if you haven't done that yet and you're curious. Mind your working language. Yeah, guess gotta do that. AVN on 1660, a lot of coins. On 1660, RTM family tree. I don't really know the RTM family tree. I know it's a fork. It's a Bitcoin fork, so I don't know if it just forked straight out of Bitcoin or if it forked off another coin. I don't really know the full family tree. I think it just forks straight out of Bitcoin, so it doesn't have a timeline of forks between other coins. So I'm not sure. Maybe, do you know? Does anyone else know actually the full family tree of RAPTOREUM? I'm not really sure of it. I think it's just got straight forked out of Bitcoin, honestly, but I don't really know for sure. What's AVN on GPU making more than $2 a day? Did I try AVN? I don't remember. I did try AVN on GPU, didn't I? What did I get? I didn't fully test like power consumptions and what GPUs do what on AVN myself, but I just threw everything on it to see what it was. GPUs, or I believe CPUs outperformed the GPUs in terms of AVN on Minotaur X. But again, I can't remember what the hash rate and daily coins or anything were. New AMD GPUs in April. Which new ones? The new ones by as in like the 4000 series that they're trying to announce now and the 6050 series, and or we talk about like they're moving on to the 7000 series in April. Now that would be something else. They are saying that the new AMD GPUs are supposed to be twice the power. Now, I don't know if it's going to be twice the power as in power consumption or twice the power as in twice the performance of NVIDIA's 3000 series. But at the same time, NVIDIA is saying theirs are going to be twice as good as well. So who knows what's going to happen. They're all going to be fairly close probably. But all we really care about is in terms of hash rates. When it comes to gaming, they're all going to perform in games. Because literally, you don't need the top-end GPUs. 1660s and all these other GPUs, RX 580s can still play the majority of the games that are coming out today. So, you don't need these masses. Even though NVIDIA is telling you, this will play this, or you see gamers, gaming blogs or something saying this GPU is going to be awesome. You need it to play this. You don't need that. The majority of older GPUs within the past 4 years can play all the games up to today, at decent rates. Waiting on a new AVN light fork. I don't even know how to comment on that. AVN Classic will be next, and then oh my gosh, will it end? You know what? I almost feel the same way as you right there. That might be truth coming. The way that's the one thing that I don't get. You know what? AVN, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry, but you probably should have just came out right from the start again from the Ravencoin fork or something. If this is the way you wanted to play out, not just rebrand and fork off a fork and then because also, yeah, like I don't know why I know so much about AVN when I don't really like I don't want to say I don't like the coin, but I don't really mind it that much. Just the odd time to check profitability because people keep talking about AVN at times, and I keep saying, RAPTOREUM's more profitable. It is. We know it is, even with that difficulty that they're at. But AVN, I forgot what I was gonna say, but I saw something else on it. So when they forked out of so they forked out of Ravencoin, or Ravencoin Classic forked out of Ravencoin, and then they forked Ravencoin Classic to Ravencoin Lite. Now, what Ravencoin Classic did from the fork of Ravencoin was disabled the asset creations and stuff that Ravencoin had. But Ravencoin Lite, when they rebranded to AVN, all they pretty much did was re-enable the asset creation. So now AVN is pretty much just a multi-chain mining algorithm that's back to Ravencoin again. So they just went from Ravencoin Classic back to Ravencoin, but rebranded as AVN. That's how I'm gathering it. But then they're trying to do new things like being a gaming currency and stuff like that. But from their timeline and what they have on their paper and their website, that's almost what it sounds like. Ravencoin Classic got rid of asset creation. Then AVN forked out of Ravencoin Classic and re-enabled asset creation. So that just means we have Ravencoin here again. So I don't know what's going on. Let me you guys know. I'm getting confused now talking about AVN. Oh, X16RT. Yes, that's the GPU side of AVN. And Minotaur X is the CPU mining side. RX 650 series, so like an upgrade to the current gen. ManoMiner, no, it's actually not an upgrade. It's actually a downgrade of all the series, if you think about it. I went through the specs the other day. It's actually lower. So that's where things are going to get confusing in the AMD GPU world as well. So you got the 6900 XT, but they're going to be releasing the 6950 XT, which is actually lower than the 6900 XT. And then you got the 6800 XT. The 6850 is lower than the 68. So you know what? Let's just look at where is it? 6050 specs. I think video cards or something had it, but you can see right here. It's actually a lower version of the previous first three cards, but it's in the same tier, if that makes sense. Now, where is it? 60 AMD 6050 specs video cards, I think it was. I don't know. I can't remember who it has. I was looking at it somewhere. 6850 XT feature, yada, yada, yada. Scroll down. So here we go. Something right here. Let's see. This screen. So let's look. So 6950 XT. What do we got here? 69 XT 50. So it has the same processors. Oh, this one has faster memory speed. So maybe it is right. Maybe something changed. I saw a different one where it was actually lower than them. But now, yes, it looks like you're right. They are pumped up. Interesting. I saw some totally different sheets. So somebody was lying to me. So it does look like a little buffed up version of the previous one. So yeah, that makes more sense to have the number higher and to do that. So the 6950 XT is higher than the 6900. 6800, the 50 XT is higher than the 68. So that makes a lot more sense in the way it should be. Okay, they just got higher memory speed. Other than that, it's exactly the same GPUs. But with higher memory speed, you know, that's better hash rates on, say, Ethereum. But at this point, you know, are you buying cards for Ethereum anymore? I probably wouldn't. Maybe it'd do all right on Ergo. But, you know, looking forward, the majority of the next coins are core dependent. And the specs seem pretty much the same. And obviously, these GPUs are going to have a higher price tag. So I don't know. It's all up to you if you want to do. But yeah, there you go. I guess they are better, not worse than their counterparts. So good thing we figured that out, because I would have kept saying that they are not as good when I guess they are slightly better. So they're like the super version. NVIDIA's TIs and supers, that's what the 50s are. They're the AMD super and 50 versions. When I don't know what I saw earlier, someone was showing me something where it's the opposite. So right on. It's fixed now. Good job, ManoMiner. Good thing we looked that up. Now we got that confirmed. Unless we look up again and all of a sudden that sheet will be changed again. The chicken was first, I think. Wait. Actually, I think the chicken or the egg, I believe I saw something somewhere, and the chicken was first. It's confirmed. Because it said somewhere, something in the Bible, that there was life before all that. So the life was there to actually make the egg. So it confirms that the chicken was before the egg. If we're getting a type of discussion like this. 6750 looking good. Yeah. Hello all, happy hashing. I'm hoping the RX 6550 is good. That's actually a very interesting number. ManoMiner, the 65, you know, a lot of people have been bad talking the 6500s and the 3050s, and I haven't been able to test one. I can't afford to just buy a GPU to test, but I really think you're onto something. The 6550 may have a decent potential, like a 1660 type of range or something like that. That's about where the 3050 is, but it is LHR. I believe in flux. Now, I don't know what the numbers are. Has anyone seen the numbers on the 3050? I might have to look them up and then do a video or something, but I can't physically test it myself. But, you know, I have kind of high hopes of the efficiency of the 3050. But again, I'm not entirely sure. Biology class with Rabid Mining. Yeah, we're in biology class here. Oh, we're just all over the place all the time, every stream. We never know what we're going to talk about. We're looking at maple syrup. We're looking at merch stuff. We're looking at a snowman cup, talking about biology, moving around through some crypto here and there. Crazy. We're random. This is Rabid's random streams. We just do whatever we want, right? Right. That's fun because we're the best community out there. Well, you guys are. What do we got going on? Hey, I have a question about Hive OS payout. I have been using for mining for a few weeks and have yet to get a payout. I'm using the Zelcore wallet. What am I doing wrong? RC man, first up, what are you mining? And yeah, what are you mining? What pool are you using? Let us know, and hopefully it can help you out there. Oh, move back to the other platform, and it looks like it's the same. Okay. You have the best of subscribers. Yes, I do. You guys are the best subscribers, 100%. Have you ever tried considering trading that word? No, I don't know. I had an email of somebody that wanted me to do a promotion of one. Now I couldn't figure out if it's legit or not, so I didn't go for it. I didn't want to click no links, didn't want to do nothing, so I just ignored it and erased it. So I have not tried one. I get all sorts of weird emails that I don't know if they're legit or not, and I delete them all. They might all be, there might be a whole bunch in there legit that might have, you know, been some nice extra income, but I just deleted the emails because I don't know if they're legit. Half the emails out there, you don't know what it's coming from. A lot of them say Telegram this, that, you know, right away. Delete. I'm on KuCoin with that right now. Awesome. Okay. Nice. Blow and Fuse Garage, your name. Blow and Fuse Garage. Nice name. What are you guys going to bash me for using via BTC? What? No one's bashing nobody. We're all peaceful around these parts. I do use one though, although I'm still a skeptic. Nice. That's all right. RC man, did he answer? Mining Ethereum Classic and Hive on Pool. Okay. Are you at your minimum? Are you at your minimum payout here? Actually, I believe I don't know. Ethereum Classic used to have issues with its confirmations. Remember, it was getting all those 51%. They increased it to like 100 confirmations, which was like 2 weeks or 3 weeks to actually get your payout. Now they did reduce it since then. I don't know what the time frame is. I haven't mined Ethereum Classic for a long time, so it still may take quite a bit of time. So if you're past your payout, how long has it been? It might take like 10 days, 6 days or something after your payout to actually get your payout due to the whatever they have implemented on their coin and confirmations. Set your minimum payout and what you'll pay in GUI. Yeah, it's well over 0.1. Do you have to set your GUI? Like, I don't know what's going on with Ethereum Classic. Like, they forked, or they were their own thing. Then Ethereum got forked, and Ethereum became what it is. And Ethereum Classic was the original Ethereum chain, and it's still obviously Ethereum Classic. But now it's like they start implementing the stuff that Ethereum is implementing. They put in, what, 1559.2, I think, as well as, who did that also? Matic? I don't know why Matic is doing this. All these people are trying to copy Ethereum for some weird reason. I don't know. They all holding bags they want to cash out in. But anyway, Ethereum Classic, they're following the same trail with like the same type of upgrades. But at the same time, Ethereum, keep in mind, Ethereum Classic may not be GPU mineable forever. They do plan on moving to SHA-3 or something as well, which could be overrun with ASICs. Now, I don't know what's going on in the back end. There's some kind of sketchy stuff. I don't know if the Ethereum devs or Ethereum dev, one of them, is owns shares or is part-time owner of some ASIC manufacturers, or they're just heavy into it or something. Somebody has ties with the ASIC somewhere, and they do plan on moving to SHA-3, and it will become an ASIC-dominated algorithm, kind of like what Bitcoin and stuff is. So obviously it's not the same 256 like Bitcoin, but it's going to be heavy ASICs. So you're going to need ASICs in order to mine Ethereum Classic. moving into the future. So that's another coin that will disappear from GPUs also later on in time. So keep that in mind too, calculating other coins into your GPU mining profits. When ETH is gone, they'll want big miners to just flip switch to them. Play War Thunder over World of Tanks. You won't regret it. That's what you guys are saying. That. I swear I've played War Thunder before, but I'll check it out, see what it's like. But I really like World of Tanks. It's awesome. I like World of Tanks. I'm doing over 72 megahertz right now. You would think I'd be making something. Blown Fuse Garage, throw out some YouTube content. Warning, it is addictive as mining. I thought hard about it and tried to get started YouTube, but never got there. Yeah, if you want to make videos, just throw them out there. See what happens. You never know unless you try, right? Okay, wow. Okay, guys, we've been here for a while. Holy schmockanoka. I don't even know if that's a word, but I just made it up. So, is there anyone else streaming right now? Anyone know? Is there anyone we can raid or something? Any raiders out there? Someone said earlier Red Panda was going live or something. Let me see. Red Panda Mining. Oh yeah, he has a streaming channel now. What's the link to a streaming channel? I don't think I'm subscribed to it. Oh, it's right here. I am subscribed to it. And mining profits back up. Panda, don't lie to people. Don't do it. Oh no, I'm just joking, guys. But here we go. Copy. All right, guys, let's do a Red Panda mining raid here. So where is my Ordelio? I'd just like to thank everyone for showing up to this live stream again. Hit that subscribe, thumbs up, bell notification. I will see you guys. Hey, tomorrow's our normal live stream, so we'll be here again tomorrow, obviously. We'll see you guys then. But here is how about Rabid raid on good old Red Panda live station. So I'll see you guys on the next one, and Rabid out.
Everyone is doing something for something, and you're in it to make money. Whether you